Hey folks, Steven here with Noble Arms, Firearms Education and Training. Here to bring y'all another educational video today. So, this video, we're going to talk about some safety tips to take when out on a little vacation, on a getaway, sabbatical, taking time off. So, first things first, well, Steven, where are you? Well, that's none of your business. There's the first tip. There's nothing wrong with taking pictures and capturing the moments of your trip. But by the time y'all see this video, I will already be home. There's the second tip. When you take your pictures and your little videos and everything like that, it's perfectly acceptable to post them. It's almost expected, really. However, I will encourage you, if you were to take videos or pictures of your little getaway, that you don't post them until you get back. There's a chance that, you probably posted, leading up to your little getaway, probably posted so many days until I'm on vacation, or you'll post, memes or something, how I'm gonna walk out on my last day before vacation, type deals, So chances are you've already done that, and some close friends and family know that you're gonna be gone. But there's no need for everybody else out there to know that you are gone, to know that your house is empty. There is no need for that. We need to avoid that. So that's a security tip right there. Post your pictures and your videos when you get back, not while you're out, when you get back. Now I understand, a lot of you have followers, a lot of you have so many friends and blah blah blah, but we're talking about your personal safety. So let's just keep it in perspective here. That's what it's about. So wait to post your pictures and videos after you get back. Another thing, let's talk about how do we set up where we're going to be staying. Now, if you're staying in a hotel, typically it's recommended that you stay anywhere between the third and I believe it's the sixth floor. The third and sixth floor. Your first and second floor typically have the higher probability, the higher chances of some criminal act taking place. So if you can, avoid the first or ground floor as well as the second floor. And I say no higher than the sixth. And the reason why I say that is because most fire trucks that are equipped with ladders can only typically reach the sixth floor. So that's like a little fire tip, really, fire safety tip. But yeah, no higher than the sixth floor. Now, if the place that you're staying at is only 2 floors, well, just don't stay on the bottom floor. Especially if that ground floor does not have an internal hallway. A lot of motels and whatnot have their doors accessed from external hallways. We see them all the time. Motel 6, Holiday Inns and stuff like that. We see it all the time. So if you can, avoid that. Avoid a place where the doors are accessed by external hallways and not an internal hallway in the middle of the building. So something to consider for that. Now, what room should we get? This is debated amongst security folks, enthusiasts, professionals, whatever you want to call them, on where you should be in conjunction to the stairwell and or elevator. It is my stance that I try to refrain from having a room right next to or within close sprint proximity of the elevator. I know that seems kind of vague. I know that seems kind of open and out there, but there's too many different types of floor plans out there in terms of hotels to really give you down a solid number. So let's just say three rooms within with 3-room distance of the elevator. Why? Well, it's because it's an easy access point to get in and get out. If someone's going to do harm, they're going to want to get in and get out. They're not going to want to go all the way to the middle of the room unless that person specifically is being targeted. So, in my opinion, try to avoid the room that's right next to or within 3 rooms of the elevator. Also, in the event anything was to happen, an active shooter event, an evacuation event, fire, whatever, always try to get to the stairs. Avoid the elevator. Let's just take an active shooter scenario perspective. What is an elevator? An elevator is an enclosed box with no left or right lateral movement that you are confined in. And in order to get in and out of it, you must maneuver through a narrow pathway, also known as a fatal funnel, in order to get in and out of it. Are you starting to catch on as to why the elevator is a bad spot to get in and out in case of an active shooter scenario? So use the stairs. Why the stairs? Because with the stairs you have maneuverability. You can move up, you can move back down, you can duck, you can move in, you can move out. You can go from room to room, or correction, floor to floor, floor to floor. So better to take the stairs. Now, in regards to what you should consider taking with you, obviously your clothes and all that, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to your weapons. Me personally, and a lot of others, we have what's called overnight guns or getaway guns, or some of them have different names, vacation guns and stuff like that. These are weapon systems that typically have a higher capacity in terms of its magazine. Typically they can be fired from the shoulder. They're small, compact, can fit into a backpack, or a small wow, I just had a brain fart. Suitcase. Holy crap. Forgot that word. Suitcase. Typically something that could fit in those. A lot of guys I know, obviously to include myself, we have overnight guns. So you take your overnight gun. Make sure you also have a sling to go with that overnight gun. A sling is very important. Why? In the event you need to pick someone up, like a child. I have a 4-year-old and a 9-month-old. If I have to occupy one of my hands and arms to carry one of them, well, it's going to be a lot easier to secure the weapon to me, as well as fire that while I have a sling attached. Okay? So, really encourage you to have a sling attached to that vacation gun, overnight gun, whatever you want to call it. So that is something I also do. I not only have my carry gun, I also have my overnight gun. Now, if you're planning on taking a plane, this is where it gets hard. Do check with the airliner that you're scheduled to fly on. Find out what the rules and regulations are when transporting firearms. They vary from airliner to airliner. I've had one airliner where I've been on one flight, can't remember what it was. I just had to have the weapon unloaded, of course, and in a locked case. Another time I had to disassemble the firearm. I had to take the bolt apart. It was my AR. I had to take the bolt apart. My pistol, I had to take the slide off, take the barrel out, take the spring out. I had to disassemble the firearms. and then lock them. So check on the rules and regulations for whatever airliner you're using and to comply with their standards. Now, wherever you get to where you're going, make sure you already have a spot in mind. You've done your homework where you can get ammo, because you are not taking ammo on a flight. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a carry-on or if it's going down in the belly of the aircraft. You are not taking ammo, so do not be an idiot and do that. All right. So wherever you're going, find a spot or know of a place. Do your homework so that when you get there, you can get ammo real quick. Now, of course, if you're planning on flying back and you don't end up shooting that ammo, yeah, sure, it's going to be a bit of a loss. But then again, what's your life worth? That's the question. I'll leave you with that. So, what have we learned? What have we gone over? First and foremost, don't post until after you've returned home. Refrain from the first and second floors. No higher than the sixth. Refrain from staying away from the rooms closest to the elevator and or stairwells. Make sure you have a plan. If you're flying, make sure you have a plan and a place to get somewhere where you can get ammo. If you have an overnight gun, make sure it's compact enough and preferably less conspicuous than a full long rifle, but something with a higher capacity and potentially a higher fire rate than just your pistol. Of course, if you're not the kind of person that has an overnight gun and it's just your carry gun or whatever, just make sure that you always have access to that no matter where you're at. Take, for example, I'm kind of lounging here. You're probably wondering, well, Steven, kind of looks like you're lounging in a comfortable spot. Where do you have your gun? Yeah. So, have a plan, folks. Be proactive, all right? Victory loves preparedness. All right, victory loves preparedness. So be prepared. That's pretty much all I got for y'all today. So if y'all have any questions, comments, let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my time here. Just wanted to take a moment to just thought of it like, hey, this is a good instructional or educational video. But y'all take care. All right. Oh, look at that. Sorry. God bless. Stay safe. And keep training.